So, you want to own your own home, but you're one of the over 80% of Americans with less than perfect credit. You don't have enough money saved for a down payment, or your debt-to-income ratios are so high that the only person who will lend you money is your mother, and she still wants a cosigner. I know that sounds funny, but these are just a few of the reasons why tens of millions of Americans are still renting, instead of owning their own home. And the worst part is, most of them have convinced themselves they will never be able to own a home, or they're waiting on a miracle, instead of doing anything about it. So, why should you do whatever it takes to own your own home? Well, I'm glad you asked, because here's the facts. According to a 2021 report provided by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the average homeowner in the U.S. has a net worth of approximately $200,000, while the average renter only has a net worth of around $5,000. This statistic alone should have you wanting to buy a house immediately, so you can start building equity for yourself instead of your landlord. Think about it. Every rent payment you make pays for a house or building owned by someone else. They get to benefit from the cash flow, equity, and tax deductions. And what do you get? Exactly. You get a roof over your head for another month and nothing else to show for it. This is why MWR Financial created our cash flow system, combined with our Keys to Home Ownership program. Imagine having everything you need to increase your cash flow and income, so you can increase your buying power and save the money you need for a down payment. Or, how about having a team of financial experts who will get your credit scores back into the best shape possible, while lowering your existing bills and your debt-to-income ratios, all at the same time? Sounds amazing, right? Well, it is, but that's not all, because our team of affordable housing experts will even help you locate and purchase your new home for you now, regardless of your past credit history or your current credit scores. Yeah, you heard me right. Our experts will help you determine how much of a home you can qualify for. They will assist you with locating the home that meets your needs, buy it for you, and allow you to rent to own or lease with the option to buy, while our cash flow experts help you get your finances back into the best position possible to qualify for conventional financing. And if conventional financing ends up not being an option for you, your affordable housing expert will owner finance the property for you. In other words, we can structure the option that works best for you, and becoming a homeowner no longer has to be just a dream. It can actually become a reality. With that said, if you're tired of building equity for someone else and you're ready to own your own home, get back to the person that shared this information with you, and let us help you get on the right path towards home ownership once and for all.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Do you have a cable bill or a phone bill or any other monthly bill for things like internet or home security? Of course you do. Well, guess what? You're probably being overcharged, and you're not alone. Millions of Americans are overpaying on their monthly bills to the tune of $60 billion a year. What if you could pay less for the exact same services? No, really, no change. And then use that extra money for things that make your life better, like a family vacation, college tuition, or simply taking some me time. Sound too good to be true? It's not. You can put your savings on autopilot. We'll analyze your bills and negotiate on your behalf, so you won't pay any more than you should for the essential services you use every day. You don't pay unless we can save you money. When we lower your bills, we'll split the savings with you, and you'll get the same or better service than you have today for less money and no hassle. We know because we've already saved our customers millions of dollars on their essential services like mobile phone, internet, cable, and more. You send us your bills, we lower them. It's that simple. Stop overpaying today. Send us your bills. That's all it takes to start living your life better.
Here's a question for you. Why are you letting another multi-billion-dollar industry and multi-million-dollar partnership pass you by? Think about it. You may have missed the dot-com era. You may have missed the age of the computer. You may have missed technology. But why are you going to miss another opportunity when you can get a small percentage of a billion-dollar pie and change your family's legacy? One thing I know for sure, opportunities are not missed. They're just passed to the next prepared person. My name is Brian M. Bean, founder of the Extra Digit Movement, and one of my business partners gave you this video for one reason. We're about to take the real estate industry and the financial industry by storm, period. Think about it. Everybody ultimately needs a place to stay. Now, I didn't buy this land and these 20 acres with our new partnership that we have with Making Wealth Real Financial. I was very, very blessed to turn $228 into $228,000 in just 8 short months. Making Wealth Real.
Team with me to give you guys some testimonies as well to support you and your family. And I want everybody listening to just sit back and relax. I know it's 7:30 on the West Coast. It's 10:30 here in Georgia. And I love the late events because it allows me to work even longer and help the people out in California and beyond. So let me tell you guys why we're here. We're going to show you guys how to take 3 cash flow streams. That's right. 3 cash flow streams. And we're going to teach you guys how a lot of us are worth 7 figures. A lot of us are retiring early. A lot of us are firing our bosses. A lot of us are literally putting ourselves in a position to win financially using these 3 cash flow streams. Sit back and relax. We're not asking you to sell anything. We're not asking you to hustle. We're not asking you to convince anybody. We're not asking you to persuade anybody. We're not asking you to chase anybody. We're asking you one basic thing, and that's that you look at your own finance and say, does this make sense? And we want you to write down 4 basic words. We're going to show you how to increase. We're going to show you how to create. We're going to show you how to multiply. And we're going to show you how to protect. Increase, create, multiply, and protect. Increase, create, multiply, and protect what? Your cash flow. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. I'm not a long-winded kind of person. I'll kind of lace my story throughout and give you guys a better understanding on, how we got to this point. But in a nutshell, cash asset cash flow is a wealth principle that a lot of people need to learn in this country. And the reason they struggle financially is because they don't get that, taught to them in schools. Cash asset cash flow is what actually helped me become a millionaire. And I'm helping a whole bunch of people all across the country do the exact same thing. We got to learn to take some cash, and we have to learn to buy, build, or grow assets that generate more cash. So on the screen here is just some examples, but I want you guys to think about, if you had your choice, what assets would you build? Would it be real estate? Would it be stocks? Would it be precious metal? Would it be fine art? Would it be gold, commodities, silver? What would you do? I collect vintage cars. I'm also a big fan of real estate. This opportunity has afforded me the ability to purchase 20 acres of land recently. Got a lake on the property, fully stocked. I rent it out for video shoots and movie shoots. And God is not making any more land. So if there's one asset that you can tap into, it's land, right? But when we show you these cash asset cash formulas, we want to show you first how to get the cash that's being taken away from you. And then that cash that you get back from the money that's, getting right through your fingertips can build you some assets that generate more cash flow. Now, it's not going to make a lot of sense. So let me tell you, the company that's pulling all of this together, and I'm going to show you how it all works under one umbrella, is MWR Financial. Make wealth real. MWR is a debt-free company, 4.5 years old. I've been here for about 3 years now, and I've seen the growth of this company. I'm going to show you in the compensation plan how much we've grown and how much we've changed. So for 4.5 years, this company has been putting together an umbrella of all these different suppliers and consultation forms and different vendors, if you will, different corporations to help you with every area of your finances. Now, Mr. Brian House is the founder and CEO of MWR Financial. He's the one that said, look, let's pull back the curtains and show people how to really make wealth real. And Adamo Tolson has been in business for over 25 years. He's responsible for some of the strategic partnerships that have made this company go to the next level. He's the one that went out and sought some of the individuals to show you how to protect your money. I'm going to show you guys how all this ties together. So I have myself in with over 25 years of experience. Very, very fortunate to retire when I was only 22 years old. I just turned 48, almost a week ago. Brian House and his over 30 years of experience, multi-million dollar companies. And Adamo Tolson, we got over a century of business together. So our organization, along with Shirley and you, the individuals watching here, we are the Extra Digit Movement. We're just a group of excited individuals from all walks of life. Single moms, college students, network marketers, entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers, educators, firefighters. Doesn't matter to us. If you positive and upwardly mobile and you sick and tired of your situation, or if you're doing well financially, like a lot of us are, but you want to show other people how to pass that blessing along, or if you're just that individual that's like, hey, I want to get my mind right so I can start getting some passive income, we're the group for you. We're not looking for Mr. and Mrs. Skeptic. We're not looking for Mr. and Mrs. Prove It to Me. We're looking for Mr. and Mrs. I've been looking. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for Mr. and Mrs. I've been looking for something like this. So you may have heard, and if you're with Shirley tonight, she may have told you that we do get paid every single day. Here's some of my real paychecks. Everything I talk about, I'm going to show you guys in black and white. So you don't have to guess. You don't have to worry about a whole bunch of research. These are my real actual paychecks that I was able to accumulate about a month ago. And we not get paid every single day, but $6,000. Can y'all imagine these now? Now you're looking at a guy who used to get paid like $2,000 a month with a Morehouse degree, coming out of college, just struggling. And now look at these daily checks, $6,700. Then it grew to $11,400. Then it grew that same week to $14,300. Now, I used to keep it around here. It may be buried right now under my desk, but I used to keep my old pay stub around here because, I think I took it somewhere. But I say all that to say, I was making about $975 every 2 weeks. Nothing wrong with a job. I was thankful for my job, but I just knew I was worth more than $975 with a Morehouse degree, with a different color sash, and I graduated with honors. I was climbing the corporate American ladder, and now I make more in a week. I make more in a week than I was making in like months. Can y'all imagine that? Months on my job. So I found out what the secret was, and the secret was to take one of the assets that you already own, which is your house or apartment, and start a home-based business. Now, people say, well, what business am I going to start? I want y'all to put this in the comments. You are looking at it. You ain't got to go look for nothing now. You're looking at the business. We introduce people to MWR Financial as a franchise. It's kind of like a McDonald's. And, you know, McDonald's has the golden arches and the reputation. And then you can go in and get your own McDonald's, right? For $250,000 down, you can get your own McDonald's. You use their formulas, you use their success, their principles, their branding. They give you the recipes and the whole nine. Well, what we do is the same thing. MWR Financial, it just don't cost $250,000, right? Not even $200. MWR Financial is the umbrella. Then they let us use their experts. The experts fix our credit. Their experts lower our taxes. Their experts provide us with land wholesale in Southern California. Their experts help us get out of debt. Their experts show us long-term investments. Their experts turn renters into homeowners. We just under the MWR umbrella. So type I can in the comments if you can let the experts from MWR Financial help you, and then you just get on the Zoom like this and bring some people to us. Type I can. I need to know if I'm talking to a group of capable individuals that feel like that's possible for them. So let me show you how these 4 words I talked about all work together. First, we're going to increase the current cash flow you have. That doesn't involve you telling anybody. That doesn't involve you sharing it with anybody. That doesn't involve you convincing anybody. If nothing else, the membership and the current cash flow that you have is going to go up. I'll show you how this works. For those who are interested, we're going to show you how to create some cash flow right from home by giving people our Zoom link, showing people our Facebook Lives, sharing a YouTube video. We're going to show you guys how to use your cell phone and our mobile app right at your fingertips to make some money. Now, the key is to take the income from 1 and 2 and multiply that bad boy with number 3. See, Shirley, nothing wrong with cash flow. But when they start multiplying and you start getting it passively, that's the key. You got to start getting some passive cash flow. Let me give you all a note. You can't get passive until you become active. Shirley, the problem I got with most people is they want passive everything. They want residuals. But I'm like, but you ain't active. You ain't done nothing. You got to get active before you become passive. And then here's my thing. What good is making all this money if you can't protect it? You got to learn how wealthy people put their money to work through perpetuity. That means forever. And we have the firms that are going to help you guys do that. So I'm going to stop in a minute and I'm going to take questions, but I want to just give you guys a better understanding first. There are 2 sides to the business. The first half is the membership. So everyone, if you're taking notes, put membership equals $149 a month. That's the membership. The membership equals $149 a month. Make sense? So I'm going to show you how that on average brings back about $2,000. So it's crazy. What we do with the membership is a real simple process. 3 things that needs to go down for your finances to improve, they're going to go down. And 3 things that need to go up for your finances to improve are going to go up. Now I'm going to talk about the pink in a second. Right now, I just want to show you how the green alone, just the green, is worth $149. And I'll be honest with you, Shirley, the green individually, like each section of the green, is worth $149. We're going to reduce your taxes on average by $300 to $600 a month. That's worth $149. Over $10 million, $10.2 million to be exact, have been saved in our bills and expenses for all of our members. That's worth $149. The average debt eliminated is $64,000. All this is in green now, per person. That's worth $149. The average credit score increase is 126 points. That's worth $149. Y'all see what I'm saying? But y'all get all of this in the green and the pink for $149. So if I had to give you a summary, here are the things that we do. Let's get your cash flow up. Let's get your credit scores up. Let's get your assets up. The key to all of this, guys, is it's all done by experts. You're not doing any of this work yourself. The experts are doing all the work. You're the one uploading the documents. You move out the way, ask a couple of questions on the chat, and when need be, you have a consultation. So this is not a course. This is not a class. This is not something you got to do on your own. This is now you finally having all of these experts surround you, and each area is being represented by a firm that has done what they do for the past 10, 15, 20 years. This is not some guy named Bob in his basement trying to answer the phone and take everybody calls because he's this one expert. When we say expert, we mean expert firms who have a staff of people set up to help you guys. So if the average credit score goes up by 126 points, that means some people went up by 80. The most I've seen is a young lady go up by 300 and something, from the 4s to the 7s. I went from a 734 to a 777 to an 820. I've seen people eliminate 5 figures in debt, like nothing. Like I've seen people then take that debt and then purchase land in California. That's what our land banking program is. I've seen people adjust their retirement plans. I've seen people get out of debt in 3 to 5 years versus 35 years, what the projection was. I've seen these things happen. And all of this because we just upload some documents to a portal. So let me just give you all this before I take questions. If you can upload a picture to Instagram, can you upload your credit reports to our experts? You said it works. If you can upload a video to YouTube, can you upload 2 pay stubs to our experts and then they help you lower your taxes by looking at your tax returns as well? If you can upload a video or a meme to Facebook, can you upload your debt into our portal and then we reconfigure your debt and show you how to slice it down in record time? So that's what you're essentially doing to increase your cash flow, get the money back from the entities that's taking your money, and then you parlay those new dollars into investments, and that's how we generate wealth. So I'm telling you guys, man, wealth is not as hard as people think, but you got to see where your money's going and see how many people, banks, interest, government, taxes, big business with bills. You know, when you start seeing where your money's going, you're like, wait a minute, if I had that in my pocket, I'd be rich. I'm like, yeah, you would. So I want some of the guys that are in Extra Digit who joined us tonight, just raise your virtual hand. Let's support Shirley tonight. And I want you guys who are brand new to hear from some of the members of our movement. And then at the end, I'll show you guys some things that have happened to me personally. All right. So raise your virtual hand. Let's start with Mr. Richard Greer. Richard, talk to me, man. Give me in a nutshell what has happened to you with our experts and how easy was the process. Come off mute for me. We can't hear you. You got to be on another device. There, right, while he's doing that, come off mute for me.
Hey, Brian, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, what the experts done for me, like say, just over a period of time, all I did was we all just started at the same time. We just uploaded the documents that they asked for. And just simple as that, you can copy and paste, you can post it on Facebook. If you can do the simple things like that, all I did was do that. And then after that came great results, which means my taxes was lowered just by using the system. My credit scores went from 734 to 834. I mean, over a period of time. It didn't happen overnight. It just happened over a period of time. And then I started accumulating a lot of more income just with the business itself and helped me pay off a lot of debt I had, which was basically averaging over about 40, 50,000, which was over a period of time. And so I paid off all that debt. I got to use some of that extra money into investments that the business offers to as well with the company.
Nice. All right. So you're talking real general. Let's go specifics. How much did you save in taxes per pay period?
Let me turn my volume up a little bit so I can hear you. Per pay period, when I basically got my W-4 adjusted, I earned an extra $1,000, which came back into my paycheck every month.
Okay, good. So we're starting there. Your credit went from 700s to 800s, 834 to be exact.
Yes.
Over 5 figures in debt was actually eliminated.
Exactly.
And you averaging 4 figures a month in residual income coming into you on a passive monthly basis.
That's correct.
I want y'all to hear, we got to quantify these statements. Let's go to New York real quick. Monifa, talk to me. Give me your before and after with the experts.
And I'm back. I'm here now.
Okay, Richard, stand by. Monifa, go ahead. Come off mute for me. All right, while she's getting that together, Richard, you come off mute. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay?
I can, yep.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. I enjoy this. For myself, like Mr. Ray, my credit score went up 120 points within a matter of, it was about a couple of months to get it done. I also had my interest come down, which helped me to pay my car off about a year and a half earlier. And the one thing I want to share with everybody, I'm a senior, and this is for everybody that's, 70 or 65 or older, that you too can participate in this. I'm getting a daily guarantee of $50 every day. That's 7 days a week. That's extra $18,000 a year that I'm sure everyone on this call could never imagine they could do something like that even after they work 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I've developed enough assets where I can put my vehicles in the movies, and that's an additional asset that Mr. Bean has taught us. And I just say this, that, as a senior, we seniors are still alive and thriving, so we too can share and work with these baby boomers and, hey, let them have additional life legacy while they're living and a legacy to leave for their children.
All right, appreciate it, man. An extra $1,500 a month, not bad. Way to take those assets and turn them into film production. All right, I love it, man. So whatever your passion is what we're showing you how to do. Monifa, New York, stand up. Help Miss Shirley understand this power. She understands it. Help her new people understand what we're doing.
Outstanding. You're doing a great job this evening. Thank you for your time. I was able to get an instant pay raise of $1,006 back into my household per month. I was able to upload what I had to upload as far as my credit reports, went from a 644 to a 751. I was able to cash flow that money and pay off a credit card because life happens, single mom, trying to do everything with my one income. So I dropped. I refinanced my home and I saved myself over $34K in interest because my credit score went up. So that went from a 4.25 to a 2.87. So awesome. I did my taxes. I made $80K. This is a new testimony. I made $80K. All right. And I almost, I was like, thank God for a home-based business. I owed between $3 and $4K, but because I have this attached and my business gets to spend, I was able to get $5K back instead of owing $3 and $4K. So I'll be a debt-free projected for April 2031. A millionaire in December of 2043. And they saved me over $1,800 on my household bills. Man, this is awesome. Awesome.
Love it. I love it. I appreciate it, girl. Good job. Good job. Way to represent. You flip the IRS on their butts upside down, going from owing somebody to getting the check back. We're from the 600s to 751. Congratulations. And I know you're getting those bonuses coming in from the company. So I'm going to show you guys the comp plan if you're brand new, and we're going to get out of here. Let me pause for the calls and just take some questions now that you guys have heard a couple of testimonies. I'm going to show you how we get paid now. Everything we've talked about up to this point, just so you guys know, is just the upload of the documents to the different firms so that they can help put you in a better position. That doesn't require you telling anybody. That doesn't require you selling anything. That don't require you doing anything except saying, hey, I want to make a difference in my finances. The membership can be shared by couples, so you ain't got to get two. A household can share one membership, so I just want to make sure that's clear. And now I'm going to transition and show you guys the daily checks so we can have a good night. Anybody got any questions? Raise your virtual hand. Let me know how you feeling. Let me know what you got from me. No question is too silly if you're brand new. Brand new, first time, raise your hand. All right, let's go. So I got Joy Tab 2.
Yeah, that I'm actually Richard Greer's cousin, Kevin. I'm here in Oakland, California. How you guys doing?
Okay, California. What's up, big guy?
So my thing is, I took a big hit after a surgery, and where I went from standard living, now I'm kind of working 2 part-time jobs, right? Once I took a big hit financially. So how would this home-based business work for me? I'm kind of going backwards on how I'm getting at the kind of money I was making. Right. So
what would happen is 2 things. So right now you're working 2 jobs, so you're getting taxed twice. Does that make sense?
Right.
So number one, so Uncle Sam is hitting both of your checks at about 30%. So the first thing the home-based business would do is once you get a home-based business with us, you now can start reducing those taxes because we're going to adjust what's called your W-4 for you.
Mm-hmm.
W-4 is the form that you filled out when you got both of those jobs. So you got 2 of them. Right. Our experts are going to look at your W-4, look at 2 of your pay stubs, actually 4 of your pay stubs, 2 from this job and 2 from this job. When you hear Derek and these other individuals, Monifa and everybody talking about their pay raise, we upload the pay stubs back to the portal. They adjust your W-4 and you take that back to HR. When your taxes come down because of your business, more money went into whose check?
Mine.
Not just one check, but how many checks?
Both checks.
Check. You can't do that without a home-based business because without a home-based business, there's certain things you can't write off.
Right.
With a home-based business, there's certain things you can write off. So we're going to get you back in a financial position to have the government take less and give you more. That's the first thing, right? And by doing that, you can show other people how to do this. And I'm going to show you how to put some fuel on it and get paid every single day so we can get you back where you were through the company.
Okay.
So the first step is to get those taxes down because why work extra hours if all they're going to do is take what? Take more.
Take more, right.
You see what I'm saying? So we're going to get let's get those tax dollars first. Then we're going to parlay that into a business and then we'll show you how to get paid every day.
All right. Sounds good.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, y'all having a ball out there. Sacramento, Golden State. I need to come see you for the week.
Right.
Y'all keep up the good work out there in Northern Cali.
Right on. We trying to make sure Sacramento stay where they are and we just take it off. They out here in the bay. Right.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Anybody else got any questions? I'll take maybe 2 more before I show you the comp plan and we're going to get out of here. Anybody else got any questions? West Coast, East Coast, North, South? Excuse me. Going once. Questions going twice? Okay. Shirley, let me bring you on real quick. Shirley, you the hostess with the hostess. Let me bring you up real quick. Shirley, what's been your experience? How cool has it been to be part of Extra Digit? Is your mindset totally different now? Do you feel like your future is brighter than it was before? Do you love the fact that we support you so much? What is it about this that you like so far?
First of all, I like the support. I like everybody that supports. And then I also love how easy it is to upload. And then when they send us back what we need, we download, we print it off. I mean, everything is really easy and it's all strategically done. And it's so simple to do. It's nothing hard. It's nothing that you have to, ask somebody else. Everything is already written out for you. And I love that with my husband and I, we did our W-4 and that was awesome. Yeah. And then I'm doing the one, eliminate my debt. I think my credit score went up about 35 points, and I'm close to the 800, real close. Everything. I'm loving everything. I know you haven't talked about it, but doing the DCA was awesome. Doing the trust, everything that is given and offered to us. Man, it is a game changer, like for real, because in the beginning, me and my husband, we had different entities that was taking care of everything, paying this person, paying this person, paying this person, paying that person. And now we're only doing it once. And then actually we're not even doing it because I'm getting paid every day, so I don't have to pay for the $149. So yeah.
Good. I love it. You had your consultation. Is your trust on the way back already? Or y'all still working out with your trust fund?
Yeah, we're still working on that. Yeah.
Good. All right, good. I love it. All right, we're gonna take one more. Let's go, Mia. I'll take your question. I'm gonna show y'all the comp plan. Good job, Charlotte. Thank you.
I just had a question. Like, do you have to? Because I'm unemployed. So do you have to be employed to be a part of it, or how does it work if you're unemployed? Like, I don't do taxes and stuff, but
Right.
I have my husband does have a business that he owns. So I'm curious. I know I heard you say like it's for both people, which is amazing. And so I'm interested in it in that aspect, and how we can get our paperwork and everything looked at like that too. Also,
So let me ask you a couple of questions. So I'm gonna split y'all in half, even though the membership is together. So you're unemployed. Would you like to make some money from home to bring in some income?
Yes.
So that's the part I'm about to show you. So the only thing that being unemployed doesn't help is the fact that you don't have an employer to turn the form into to get your taxes. So if you're unemployed right now, you're not getting taxed, you can just skip that part. You got some debt you want to get rid of?
Yes.
You got a credit score you want to increase?
Yes.
You got some investments you want to make?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter whether you're employed or not. Don't let the W-4 fool you. That's just where most people start because they're getting taxed like crazy. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Now, on the husband side, being a business owner, one of the things any business owner will tell you is that we hate the record keeping. We hate the tax part. We hate keeping up with the because we're so busy building a business. A lot of us, now I'm not speaking for your husband, but just a lot of us, we are unorganized because we're too busy worried about operations and we don't make the investments. The business can start working us instead of us working the business. You see what I mean? So what it'll help? Mm-hmm.
I say because it's working me.
It's working you, right? So what it'll do is it'll help you guys get more of a game plan together and get organized so that some dollars from the business can go into some passive money.
Okay.
So y'all got the best of both worlds. Cool?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Stand by. Good questions, guys. So let me show you all how the compensation works, and then I'm going to give you guys a good night. So the average membership brings back $2,000 a month. These are some of our most successful couples that you see here on the screen. I had the pleasure of visiting the Ivory Complex. That's the commercial property that Charles and Cookie Ivory own. And then I had the Ivory Residence. I had the pleasure of visiting and getting the tour just 2 days ago. Or was that yesterday? No, that was yesterday. Getting a tour of their new home. Charles Ivory was actually unemployed because of COVID 3 years ago. And now look at him today, building his dream home. An amazing 6,000 square feet. It's on the water, 2,500 square foot detachment. Their detachment is like the size of some people's house. It's unbelievable to see what they've done. Shirley and Trevor Thompson as well. These are all $1 million residual ring club earners like myself who've earned that right in the company. And the company gives you $1 million residual ring. And you can see something common with all of us. We're all free as a bird. Miss Christy Howard was the first female $1 million residual ring club earner. Miss Shana Rollins was the second to hit the $1 million residual ring club young lady. Charles and Judith Ivory, couple. Shirley and Trevor Thompson, a married couple as well. So it doesn't matter, man. Married, single, young, old, black, white, short, tall. Everybody can get the $1 million residual ring club and do this thing full time if you want to. None of us work. We all travel the world. We all do what we want, when we want, how we want, where we want. Unbelievable feeling, and we hope you guys understand. So I took questions, and here's the money. One-time upgrade, write this in your notes, $100. Not $1,000, not $10,000, not $800, not $200. The upgrade is $100. You see the middle? So the $149 stays the same. I want to make sure that's clear. Nothing increases on the monthly. Whether you choose to just do the membership with the experts, or now whether you choose to make money in the business, it's still $149. The one-time $100 is just that. It's a one-time $100 upgrade. So for the gentleman out in Oakland, Richard's cousin, I believe, this is where now you would kick in. For the young lady I just spoke to who said she wanted to make some extra money, excuse me, this is where you would kick in. So the $249 is a one-time $100 upgrade. So you add $100 and you're good to go. How does this work? Let's say you have a Zoom, just like Shirley's doing. Let's say you have a cash flow conversation. This is also done in your living room where we pass out a sheet of paper and we show everybody how this works. You earn $50 per person who joins the business. That's not a big deal. You're not going to do cartwheels. I'm just showing you how to start getting your $149 back. That's all a sponsor bonus does, is help you get your $149 back real quick. 3 people. Now, for those of you who have a need for speed, like Miss Shirley did, she earned $150. How? When you get 3 people within 30 days, you earn $150. I remember our first sponsor, Shirley. I'm like, you ready to go? She's like, ready to go. I'm already gone. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. She already got it. So 3 people within 30 days, you earn an extra $150. 450 comes if those 3 help 3. You guys see how that works? So that's 60 days. And then 900 comes if those 3 help 3. That's 90 days. So for everybody taking notes, just write down 30, 60, 90. 30, 60, 90. You see it? 150, 450, 900. Now this ramps up. Let me show you what's happening behind the scenes that you don't even realize is happening. When you helped 1, 2, and 3, they decided to join the business. But you may have some friends who say, hey, I just want to be a customer. You see this one right here? They just want to be a customer. They just want the 149. They don't want to make any money. We call this 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1. You're now generating $5 per day. You see how that works? Now, these guys did not get in business for you. They got in business for themselves. So they want their $5 a day too. So their membership can be waived. See, the $5 a day, it ain't nothing to do cartwheels about, but what it does, it waives your membership fee. You see, in other words, it covers it. Now, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Plus 1, 2, 3. You now have 12 people in your team. You're making $600 a month. Everybody look at me and hear me good. 12 people in your team equals $600 a month. Do you understand? If it took you a year to get 1 person per month, now we know good and well it's not going to take you this long. But if it took you a year to get 1 person per month and you were having $600 a month hit your account residually, would you cash the check? But something else is happening. Very important. Now that you have 12 people in your team, you now also qualify for $300 a week. This is called a performance bonus. Every time your team grows by 6. Now, Shirley, you got to remember, you got 12 people on the spot. Half of them don't do nothing. They just upload their documents. They're not going live on Facebook. That's cool. They're not having a Zoom with us. That's fine. But the other half get 1. You just made $300. 6 people get 1. 1 person gets 6. 3 people get 2. 2 people get 3. Any 6 is an extra $300 this week. That's $1,200 a month on the side. Plus the $600 a month you're getting. You see? So to the gentleman, my man out in Oakland, that's an extra $800 right there. I mean, $1,800 potentially. Now, here's what y'all got to remember. Your team is getting bigger. So those 6s are coming a little easier, meaning $300 a week. So an average person between 12 people and 20 people or 30 people or 32 people, you're making about $1,000 to $2,000 a month. That ain't bad for something that's really just getting started in your city. Now, this is how it looks. They're going to set a clock and they're going to let you know how many days you got each week. So you got okay, it's going to say you got 1 done, you got 2 done, you got 3 done, and it's going to say you got 3 days left, see? And then when I hit the 6, boom, you got $300 coming to your account, just like that. So you ain't got to worry about tracking it and understanding it. Now, those 3 people, 1, 2, 3, these 3, and these 3, they didn't get in business for you. They got in business for themselves. See, while everybody forgot about the $5 a day, these guys didn't because they just got in. So they want their business to pay for it else. We want the 149 to vanish and let the business pay for it. Here's something I learned a long time ago. You never go out of business when the business pays for itself. See, companies go out of business when the overhead is too much, right? Overhead too high, profits not coming in, you're out of business. You'll never go out of business over here because we got a debt-free company we cash flow positive, and you got $5 a day coming in. So there ain't no reason for you to quit. So now every single time a person joins the business and helps get 3, guess what just happened to you? Your check just went up. Here's what $1,500 a month looks like. And I'll stop here because just know from here, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like I'm blessed enough now to make $1,000 per day. That's my minimum. I have 30 grand a month coming in if I just wake up because I help a lot of people do this. So you at $50 a day now because you got 36 people in your team. So all I did to get to 1,000 a day was help a whole bunch of people continue this process right here. Help 1, help 2, help 3. They help 1, who help 2, who help 3. Here's the good news. It doesn't have to fall perfectly like that. It's about points. So some guy might get 1, some guy might get 4, somebody might get 2, somebody might get 10. As long as you got those points, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have this perfect little tree. I'm just giving you guys an example. Now, something special happens now that you're what's called level 3. This is called level 3, $50 a day. You heard Mr. Richard earlier say seniors can do this too. That's because he's got $1,500 a month coming in on the side. He got a chance now to get his $300 per week coming in. So now you don't have limited income anymore. Social Security, pension, all that. You don't have your retirement. Now you can make as much money as you want to make. There's a different thing. And you're earning anywhere from 30 to 150 per day, per person, per day, per person. Brian, what do you mean? We talked about 3 people. We talked about 12 people. We talked about 36 people. Let me just show you guys something. This is 90 people. This is 180 people. Look at how much you make per day. 5 a day, business paid for. 20 a day, 600 a month. That's 12 people. 36 people, 1,500 a month. 90 people, 3,000. Shirley on the way. She's blowing through it. She's one of our California pioneers. Somebody out there got to do it. Now this grows all the way up to 200 a day, 400 a day, 650 a day, 1,000 a day. Y'all see? 1,500 a day, 3,000 a day, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. The most you can earn in that particular phase is 15,000 per day. I hope that would be enough for you. I don't know about you. Let me say this. When I joined the company, 1,000 a day is as much as you could make. So 30,000 a month wasn't bad. When I hit 1,000 a day, the founder increased it. He's like, all right, we got people that came over here that's doing it. He took it up to 8,500 a day. About 5 months ago, he took it up to 15,000 per day. So we've only gotten better. Since I've been here, I've never seen money go down. We're now at 15,000 a day as our minimum. Our maximum. Guess what? Here's how it looks on your paycheck. I tell you, I don't have no reason to hide nothing from you. On your phone first, this text is going to come. So you're going to start getting these. 5, 5, 5 every day, every day, every day. Then it's going to jump to 20. You see it? These are real screenshots. And then it's going to say 200, 200, 200. See, every day, right at 5 o'clock Eastern, for you guys in California, it'll be right around 2 o'clock, 200, 200, 200. Then it's going to jump to 3. And this is when I personally went from 500 to 1,000. Now, these bonuses kick in every day per person. So I want to be sure this is clear before I go. You got 2 daily checks coming in. One is coming per day based on the level you're on. And one is coming per day based on all the people joining, per person per day. So this is one of my checks, for example, for the day. This person joined. $30. This person joined 30, 30, 50, 100, 30. There's my 1,000. So remember I told you guys I got a $30,000 base. If none of this other stuff happens, this is coming every day. You see it? So like today at 5 o'clock, I'll just give you guys an example. It'll be 2 o'clock for you guys in California. See, it comes like clockwork. So today, $1,000. Yesterday, $1,000. It's always right around 5. $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000. So the next stop for me is 1,500. You see? And all I did was some Zooms like this. And I helped a whole bunch of people get their people on Zooms like this. And then after a while, you can't stop people from getting excited. That's one thing you can't do. You can't control and box a person up that's excited. So then there's a 50, 50, 30, 70, 30, 70. See, all of these vary. So you're going to get 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70, 100. See, I had some 100s, some 30s, some 40s, some 50s, some 60s, some 70s. That's every day. Pretty remarkable. Now, before I go, this is what Shirley was talking about earlier. These require a consultation. See, now you're getting discounts on all of these firms that are teaching you passive income. See, I'm not allowed to recommend investments. I'm not licensed. I'm not insured. So all I can do is tell you about the investments. But now you're going to have a private consultation, and you're going to have a person talk to you about your trust fund and how to set that up and how to get down to a 0 to 5% tax bracket. You're going to have one of our experts talk to you about our diversified cash flow account. That's what you heard Shirley earlier talk about. We call it a DCA, where instead of putting your money in the bank, where they're giving you 1%, you got diversified cash flow account, where that's where the bank puts your money. Your bank puts their money in insurance. That's why your money's insured. So an insurance company is way bigger than a bank. They make way, and it's insured. So where's your money safer? Y'all heard about what happened in Silicon Valley out there in California? Bank gone. What happened? Insurance company had to step in. You see what I'm saying? So what we do is we give you access to the funds directly to, a DCA is a great place to park your money and let it grow with what's called uninterrupted compound interest while you decide what you want to do with it. Just put it in a DCA and you still got access to it. And the bank, they put your money in DCAs anyway. So why not just let you do that? These are the things that your private consultation is going to have to go over with you, because all y'all have a different situation. The keys to home ownership. We're helping renters become homeowners. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum. We got 4 tiers, right? We got 4 different levels. So a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, all these different levels just means some people have a hard time with down payment. You may be at the bronze level. Some people have the down payment, but their credit may not be good. You may be at the silver level. You see what I'm saying? We'll come in and purchase the house for you, revamp it. Every monthly payment that you make helps go towards your down payment while we fixing your credit. And then we hand you the keys at the end of the program. So we're helping renters become homeowners. Very powerful. Last but not least, the training and support we give you guys is second to none. We just launched our new mobile app called Extra Digit Connect. This is where now we sync our app. You can sync our app to your contacts in your phone. And then individually, the app will help you track what that person wants next from you about the business. So for example, if we send out a video from our app to a person that you have in your phone, it'll then text you, or the app will notify you and say, hey, such and such just watched the video and wants more information. Then there's a button that says more information. You can then send that person more information. So in other words, we're making all this money right from our phone using technology, using social media, using the Zooms. All the training and everything you need is on our mobile app. Our podcast is on the mobile app. Our events, you can register on the mobile app. California, come on over, man. Mark your calendars. July 7th, 8th, and 9th. We're having our Vision Retreat in Atlanta, Georgia at our new facility. So these are the different things that we do all over the country to help support you guys. And here's the land I told you guys about earlier that I purchased with the lake and the 20 acres. All because of this business and all because I had the vision. And I have cash flow coming in every single day from prime real estate, 20 acres here in Atlanta, Georgia, where water is not very common. So everybody from fishing to movies to vendors to bounce houses to family reunions to videographers and film production companies to the camping community to the Georgia Lottery uses my property to actually for their commercials and our production. These are some of the clients that I've had actually come through there. So what did I do? I used the same principle I just showed y'all. I took some cash. I bought an asset. Now that asset pays me every single day. Make sense? So it's 2 kinds of people on the Zoom, man. I know it's late on the East Coast, but I love the late meetings. It's early on the West Coast because they just getting started. Shirley, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being such a bright light to the team. Every time I talk to you, you're positive. Every time I talk to you, you bringing people to the table. You helping somebody. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the West Coast expansion. It's easy to find leaders all over the country, but you definitely represent the epitome of that. So before I tell them what their options are, you got any closing remarks you want to add?
No, I just want people to really catch the vision. Like, don't bypass it. Don't second guess it, because you heard all the testimonies. And then, of course, I'm one of them also. So I'm just asking everybody to just jump in, man. You gotta have faith. You gotta jump in, and you see all the things you have access to. It's crazy. A good crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, guys, two kinds of people. Get with the person who invited you. Even if you're watching this on Facebook Live, or even if you're watching this, the person, somebody, right? If you're invited personally by Shirley, get with Shirley. And number twos, say, hey, I just want the membership. That's one link. If you just want the experts to help you with your finances, the credit, the taxes, the debt, the trust, the DCA, all that, land, private banking, all the things that we talked about, but not the compensation plan, you're what's called a number two. A number one says, Brian, I'm all the way in. I want everything the number two gets, but I need those daily checks coming to me as well. So if you're a number two, that's one link just for the membership. If you're number one, it's just $100 more, and you got everything plus the membership and these daily checks. So with that being said, I'll be back on this exact same Zoom on Wednesday, right? This coming Wednesday, I do every Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern. That's going to be 5:30 for you guys in California for this specific Zoom. So same password, Cashflow, same place you're in right now. You can come back Wednesday and also do a training on Wednesday nights. So get signed up tonight, get signed up tomorrow, and then bring more people back Wednesday, and I'll be happy to team over this Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. All right, Shirley, you rock. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right, when the new members join, let me know, and I'll do their first Zoom.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Rick stopped.